Polar Seltzer, I think, is like the La Croix of the Northeast. LaCroix. I said La Croix because I'm fancy. What's up, Buttercups? It's me, Amy Young, and this is another installment of Q and Amy, where you send me your Qs, your relationship struggles, your single lady woes, and I offer my A, and we all go home happy. In some perfect universe where everybody's happy all the time, because that's not real life. Today's lovely viewer writes in with a very familiar and painful predicament. Hey Amy, I know you've probably talked about this before, but how the heck do you stay motivated to look for love when you keep going on all these bad dates? I've been putting myself out there a lot over the last 6 months and I haven't met anyone who's a good fit, and I'm starting to doubt that he exists at all. Any inspiration to keep going would be appreciated. I love your videos and thank you for everything. Sincerely, Siobhan. Siobhan, are you so impressed that I knew how to pronounce your name and I wasn't like, oh, Siobhan. Siobhan. Do people actually pronounce it that? Idiots. Anyways, yeah, the struggle is real. I know, you guys, I know what it's like when you're out there and you're just fishing through a haystack of single men looking for one goddamn needle and you can't find it. It's just little pieces of hay and more little pieces of hay and then worse, more awful pieces of hay and just pieces of hay. And you're like, can I just find a fucking needle? Mostly so I can stab my eyes out so I don't have to go on any more of these GD dates. And then sometimes like you find a needle and you're like, I think this is a needle, but then you spend more time with the needle and you're like, oh no, this needle is just hay. I got confused. Never mind, I guess I'll dive back in and start the process all over again. Not that we're frustrated or anything. This process begs the question, how do you keep the dream alive? How does one manage to stay motivated, to stay open, to not become like a bitter, brittle, old, cripply, like prune-hearted Grinch of a person? I have a couple good tips and I know that they'll make a difference for you. First things first, we have to look at this very realistically. Most guys, the vast majority of men, are not your guy. Because the person that you're looking for is very unique and very specific, and he's a high quality, high caliber individual. He's not like every fucking bottom feeder bro that you're gonna find hanging out in the 7-Eleven parking lot. I mean, we're talking like 90% of the population is just not gonna be the right person or partner for you. 90%, that's a huge majority of people, and that's actually a really good thing. Because if you're going out and falling for like 50% of the guys that you meet, then that's an indicator that your standards aren't high enough, you don't actually know what you want or what you need, and you're just desperate for whatever the fuck that you can find. Like if you're out there and you're being picky and you're pursuing that 10%, you're actually doing things right. Because when you make peace with the statistics that like 90% of the people are not gonna be your person, that's totally good and normal, what that means is you're gonna move through individuals much quicker, you're not gonna get so attached and weird and devoted to the incorrect people, which frees you up for that one fucking person who's gonna rock your world and be the needle man of your dreams. That sounds so strange, but the metaphor kind of works. Ladies, really, we want one. You're looking for one. One is not most. One is not a lot of guys. One is one guy. As long as you're saying no to the wrong guys, you are always getting closer to the right guys. Secondly, and here I think is the biggest part of this, is that you actually don't need more motivation. What you need, boo-boo sugar bear, is some hope. Because if you were hopeful about this, like if you had this sense of legitimate possibility, like this could happen for me, I could have this, then the motivation piece would take care of itself. You would be like excited to get on apps. You would be looking forward to bumping into cuties. You would be enjoying getting set up by your friends. But when we don't have a lot of hope, like when we start feeling hopeless, our motivation fucking tanks and we feel like, what's the point in this? This is such a waste of time. And then we just start using all of those negative dating experiences as evidence to support the false idea that great love is not your destiny and your fate, even though between you and me, we fucking know it is. So you have to start filling up your hope tank. And I'm happy to fuel up your hope tank right here and now and just let you know, a lot of women think that they're done for. Like they're like, oh, woe is me, it's never gonna happen. And then love comes a knocking and they're like, oh, wait, what? Like the volume of conversations I have had with coaching clients over the years who came to me and were like, Amy, it's really not gonna happen for me. I'm giving up. I'm just gonna be single forever. I'll make the most of it. It's okay. And then 2 weeks later, or 6 weeks later, or 5 months later, guess what? Their dream fucking dude bumped into their life and they were like, oh my God, I can't believe I honestly thought that like this wasn't gonna happen, because here he is. I have a lot of stories like that. And you know what's shitty is that a lot of women hear those stories and they go, well, that's her, that's not me. And you need to work on that fucking attitude. Everyone else's success in love is evidence of your inevitable success in love. And when you look at your friends who are getting married and your friends who are getting engaged and you go, oh, it happens for them, why can't it happen for me? You're doing it wrong. If it can happen for anybody else, it can happen for you. But that's a decision that you make. You decide that you're gonna stay hopeful in this. You decide that you're not gonna fucking succumb to the stress and the freaking out. And I don't know if it's gonna, we're not doing that. We are not in the business of pulling that bullshit any longer. Not on my watch. I just started taking, yep, no, time's up on that shit. Because if you really want this, like if you have it in your mind that you want a partner, that you want great love in your life, what other fucking choice do you have? You have to decide that you're worthy of that you're gonna stay open to it, that it can happen for you, that you're one of the lucky ones, that it doesn't have to be super hard, that you actually have reasons to be hopeful, because like in that stupid movie, love actually is all around us, and use all that love around you as evidence to support the idea that your great love is on the way. It's so crazy cool, you guys. Like we never know what's possible in our lives, and we're so quick to like make some assumption about what the future holds when the reality is you have no fucking clue. So let your life and love surprise you. Siobhan, I hope that this helped to shed some light on keeping the dream alive. It sounds like you're doing a great job. Stay the course, don't give up. Love is always waiting for you. Now listen, if you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and send this video to a kick-ass gal pal in need who really would want to get in on this party. And you can also learn more about me and my work in the world by visiting amyyoungcoaching.com. The link is down in the description box. You can sign up to be on my email list. That would be nifty. Mad love from my heart straight to yours. And until next time,